It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
Yep, Charlamagne the God. My man Andrew Schultz is not here this week, but Doodoo Herm is here. Big Wax.
Yo.
NYLA is here. Nyla's here. And ROG, T to the motherfucking K.
Yeah,
TK Kirkland, world-renowned philosopher.
Yes, sir.
I don't even call him a comedian. I don't think comedian is a strong enough word for what TK brings to the table.
Thank you, my man. Thank you so much. It's good. It's good to be here amongst good people, good energy.
What's the energy feel like in this room? I saw you observing some things when you.
Yeah, I'm always observing. I always watch women.
Yeah.
When I see them, I could look at a female, understand her growth, who raised her.
Okay.
Her ability, how to function in the world. Can you say something to a person without confrontation?
Yeah.
Or are you going to have confrontation? Is it worth saying something so it don't lead to an argument? That's the ability. When you have life experiences, you can pick that up.
A lot of people don't know how to navigate that. And that's why they get in trouble.
That's so true.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you can't be one way with everybody.
No, you can't. I totally agree with you on what you're saying. Sometimes you just got to shut up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to shut up.
Yeah.
Right. And just fall back because you see what it is and you see where it could go. But that, there's years of experience too.
When the last time you had to do that, TK, you think?
Well, I travel so much. I always have to watch people. But what I do to protect me is I go to bed early so I could be well rested. So I don't get irritated. Because I'm a man of etiquette. And what I mean by etiquette, I respect everything. When I'm in the elevator, I believe you got to respect the person's space.
Mm-hmm.
When you're on the plane, you got to. There's certain things you don't do on the plane. Like I think even the way you walk in on the plane, when you sit down, you shouldn't be pulling back the seat. If somebody's sitting there, you got to go the opposite direction, right?
I don't think you should fart on the plane.
Yeah, I mean
that's disrespectful. You in a cabin? It's a pressurized
and a lot
cabin.
of white people do that.
It's nasty.
And what's so crazy about
don't shit on the plane, please.
Yeah, but here's the worst thing about it is gonna laugh, right? Yeah. Even when they fart, you take a deep breath in first, and then you say fart, so it's all in your lungs. You always go, oh god damn it, they farted. But you took a deep whiff of it.
But you didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to, but that's human nature. But and then I talk about this is funny. Like during the pandemic, I found that I'm a hater. And I didn't know that. Something happened to everybody in here to make you realize who you are.
Yeah, because the pandemic made all of us be still, and we saw each other for the first time. A lot of us saw ourselves for the first time.
Yes, and I pay for TSA and Clear.
Yeah.
So I could walk past average people. That's what makes me feel successful.
Wow.
Right? Like I walk past average. But when I get out of the car, I nose around my peripheral vision. I see two big women walking. And as I get ready to go to Clear to put my eye in, I see these two big bitches in a wheelchair zooming by me.
You can't use that word no more, TK.
Well, I use it. They zooming by me, right? Watch this. So I said, oh, not today. So when I get to the gate, I find out these females is on the same flight I'm on. Mm-hmm. So I talked to the ticket lady. I said, is there a supervisor in the area? She said, sir, is there something wrong? I said, I'd rather not talk here. I'd rather talk down at gate 9 because people are ear hustling. So the supervisor comes down and she's covering her titties because women with big titties always, when they supervisor, they always covering up their stuff, right? So I said, ma'am, listen, I'm a frequent flyer at Southwest Airlines and I fly you guys all the time. And the two big women in the wheelchair down at gate 3.
Why?
I said, them hoes can walk. And I want you to know. And I'm tired of people taking advantage of the system.
But you helped their life out, though, at the end of the day. They need to walk.
No, because what happened is the supervisor went back to the two people in the wheelchair and told them everything I said because they on her buddy pass.
Yeah.
So on the whole flight, they calling me snitch. Snitch. So I lured them in good, didn't I? I zoomed you in.
TK, you too fly for Southwest.
No. I will fly Southwest. I fly Southwest and Spirit.
Why? Why are you taking the type of fear factor challenges in the sky?
Watch this. I fly so much that sometimes I forget that I have a show. And sometimes I got to catch the flight at the last minute.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of Spirit. I caught a flight.
I've never heard that in my life.
Watch this. Spirit got me to where I needed to go for $11, dog.
Yeah.
$11 at the big seat. And when you close your eyes, 50,000 feet in the sky, it feels just like Delta. Matter of fact, it feels like a private airline. Oh,
but you get what you pay for with Spirit. They'll cancel your flight.
I've never
not
had that
refund
problem.
your money.
No, what you're saying is absolutely right.
Yeah.
I've never had. I don't fly them all the time, but I will fly them if I have to. Yeah, I'm not against. I don't want to be too big that I can't fly certain airlines. Yeah, because sometimes I got to get there where I got to go. Yeah. Well, you don't fly as much as me. Yeah, you know, last year alone on Southwest, I flew 240 times. That was just Southwest.
Damn.
That's a lot,
That sound like me. Yeah, I'm every fucking week I'm flying.
You don't do Southwest though. You on JetBlue?
No, I'm good with JetBlue.
Yeah, but and that's why I try to get my rest because being in my 60s, I got to take time to make sure that I'm well rested and all that kind of stuff because it ain't a game. You know, so
TK is 61, man. When I look at TK, certain people I look at in their 60s, and I'm like, man, we got a long life to live.
Yeah,
man.
you can take care of yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. TK's 61, man.
Yeah. I do like about 40, 50 miles a week walking. Mm-hmm. So I do that, and I live good. But the best thing about living good to me is one of my greatest moments is having my robe on, sipping on coffee with my weed blower in the backyard, blowing the leaves off the patio. Man, you can't tell me nothing, boy. Listen to me. When I say that's one of the greatest moments of my life, and to be in this area, back in the day, when I had Rob Puffy, back in the day, and I was fighting my case over there at Center.
Oh, he pressed charges?
Yeah, he pressed charges, dog.
Well, I didn't know he pressed charges.
Yeah, he pressed charges. He was getting ready to take me all the way with that, and Eric Von Zip, Haitian Jack, and was trying to have a conversation with him about it. But he was really adamant about locking me up. But I had great attorneys at that time. And what they did was...
What was the charge?
Attempted grand larceny.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like $250,000 worth of jewelry at the time. But what people didn't really know, the jewelry never got taken. It was just really phone calls. It was never... like I came there with a credit card. Mm-hmm. All the stuff was done over the phone. But the female who set it up, I never stitched on her. I took the weight by myself, right?
Hey, what's she at now?
I don't know what she's doing.
So you don't even know if she's grateful or not?
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah. And they had me here. They took me to Rikers Island. So I'm looking at this area, man, and just see where my life is right now. You know, because they really wanted to put me away. Not because just the Puffy case. They wanted me to do 6 years in the state prison here because of my past, because New York has a predicate felon law. Yeah. And if you catch a felony a year within another felony, you're considered a predicate, and they call that mandatory sentence. Yeah. Mandatory. Yeah. So you got to do 4 to 6, and I was able to beat that when I wound up getting probation. So the drive that when I was sitting here looking at all, I said, damn, my brother came a long way.
He definitely did.
You feel me? Because it could have totally been different. And when I think about that, I think about Snoop, when we all was hanging back in the day, and how he was up for murder, and to see him doing the halftime Super Bowl this weekend, how he's on the Corona commercials and all that. It's just, life's just amazing, man.
That's the beauty of the process.
That's the beauty of the process. To see how 50 got shot and how he turned stars in the 50, like he really running it. Yeah, he running it, yo.
No, he does. I say that all the time about 50 Cent. That's why I like going places that don't have anything yet.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of us like to run to these platforms that are already booming. Like 50 went to a platform that needed all of the content that he's been producing. Right. And now he's the motherfucking man.
He the man, brother.
Yeah.
He the man. So it's just fascinating when you see these type of stories for people. That's all.
Let's get into some Positively Brilliant. We do a segment here at TK called Positively Brilliant, What a Fucking Idiot. Okay. So we asked the question, what did you see this week that made you say, that was positively brilliant, what a fucking idiot?
ASAP Rocky and Rihanna.
Oh.
I think for him to have a situation to get her pregnant, to know and to see Drake unfollow him and her because he has some
that happened.
Yeah, he unfollowed them because of certain emotions.
What?
And see
what emotion would that be?
That's a bitch. It's a female trait. I get tired of these young men with that female shit. Like, I don't understand men no more.
Yeah.
Men can be allowed to have hurt feelings.
Not if you had a baby already.
What I mean?
Porn star, you
See,
can't
here's
be
the
mad.
thing. We all have feelings, right? And I talk about this all the time. You got to control your feelings.
That's true.
See,
That's
we
just
all,
being a
everybody
man,
here
dude.
gets jealous of somebody. Everybody here might hate somebody, right? But you control your emotions. And all of us got somebody, an ex-girl, where, hey, I'm getting married. And you're like, damn, bitch, you really gonna marry that nigga? You know, but so you stay in control.
I congratulate ASAP Rocky. I think that when we got to re-rank the Harlem Power rankings when it comes to rappers now. ASAP got to be number one, right?
But why?
Because he got
Rihanna pregnant. There's not a rapper out of Harlem that's done something that great.
Oh, that's no, not because of that. Because he beat his case when they was trying to kidnap his ass.
Oh, that's in the past.
No,
Rihanna erases all of that.
No.
That ain't as good as getting.
No.
Listen,
I do care more about him getting Rihanna pregnant than I do.
No,
Word is bond.
See, you never been to jail before.
He don't. Yeah, he had
Listen
to be out of jail.
what I'm telling you.
He wouldn't have. Listen, I understand.
He was in Spain. He was in a whole nother
They was gonna
country.
hold him. They was gonna take him.
You know how you think about, you know how you drove through this city and you said to yourself, man, I done did all of this shit, but you looking at your life now, so all of that stuff don't even seem like nothing.
Charlemagne, listen to what I'm telling you. He wasn't in America.
Yeah.
He was in another country, and they was going to throw his ass under the jail.
The jail wasn't that bad. He was in that same jail. He was. No, for real.
He was in the same one?
Yeah.
He was in the same jail that ASAP was in this week.
Oh, okay.
And it really wasn't bad at all.
They got TV. Man, that shit was, I saw the picture. It looked like a little apartment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Goodfellas?
It's like summer camp.
Oh, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, don't make it seem like it's cool, though.
But
no, it's
I don't
not
know.
a cool thing.
For some
No,
reason, I
man.
can't believe him. What was your charge?
Assaulting a public official.
Punch the cop over there.
Cops up.
Wow.
Won't punch a cop in
And they let
America.
you go?
Control your emotions.
He like, who you know?
Control your
Yeah, like, I don't
emotions.
understand that. Okay.
He hang out with a lot of white people.
Okay.
Got caught up.
That guy.
He got caught up. Got caught up and forgot he black
Right,
and Puerto
right.
Rican. Yeah.
Man, when people, that's what young men need to
Yeah.
understand. When you start traveling, you better have your mind right.
Yeah.
Because
Know
they
your
not
place.
playing, brother.
Yeah.
They not playing over there. But okay, so I can see what you're saying with that. But it's the one who really pulled off the phenomenal move of the last 10 years is when Nick Cannon got homegirl Mariah Carey pregnant.
Nah, ASAP got him, bro. I mean, that's a good one too.
That's a good one
That's
too.
a good one. That's power rankings.
That's a great one.
That's a good one.
Some hot ones out here.
Jay, but see, you don't expect ASAP to pull Rihanna.
Why?
I don't know why. I guess I never really followed him that much. I don't know his swag. You know him.
I learned a long time ago. I don't sleep on nobody.
That is so true.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you hit that right on the nail.
Because I've seen some things in this business, man. I've seen these multi-millionaire executives who got these beautiful wives, and that beautiful wife is getting smutted out by a rapper with one hit. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And you wouldn't even know.
That's
I've
so
seen it.
true.
I've seen. I'm thinking of one in particular right now, but I'm gonna mind my business.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
You
it's
know?
true.
So I don't sleep on nobody.
Yeah, anything is possible. Yeah, so congratulations.
Anything possible when you're a man.
Anything's possible when you're a man.
Because there is a double standard to it.
What you mean?
Women don't have that same. A woman that's not cosmetically right.
Okay.
Can't get a good looking man. You'll never see it the other way around. Is what I'm saying.
She gets smashed though, but I see what you say. He probably might not gonna marry her.
Like you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not
Right.
gonna wife like a certain. No.
Unless you have low self-esteem.
What do you mean?
There's some men who are so insecure and they're handsome.
Yeah.
They can't date another attractive person. So they date someone so below them.
Really? I never thought about
they
that.
deal with, that's who they deal with.
Yeah.
And when I travel, I see the strong guy with the big fat woman with the big ring. You know, got the big ring. I see it all the time. And in my journey in life, that's funny. In my journey in life, I can tell the type of confidence a man has by the woman he's with.
No, I always said that. You see it all the time. I always used to tell somebody in this room that. But where do we rank ASAP for real in Harlem Power rankings with rappers?
Obviously number one.
He number one, right?
Yeah, he's number one.
Who was number one before? Was it Cam?
Who was Cam dating?
Nobody. Just as far as being a popping rapper.
Wait, what?
Who was number one in Harlem before ASAP?
I don't think nobody.
Yeah, Dipset.
Yeah,
Dipset. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All day.
They had Harlem on lock.
Yeah, on lock for a long
Yeah, they
time.
sure did. It's a shame we all getting older. See all this going out the window. It's crazy.
We wish Rihanna a healthy delivery. That's what we want.
Yeah,
That's what we want for Rihanna. That's all we want at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like all that other goofy stuff they be doing online where they start talking about, oh, Drake's upset and Chris Brown and all this and that.
Right.
None of that got nothing to do with nothing. Why? We love to hate.
Yes, we do.
Like when we see something good going on and we see two people actually happy and people announce something good, we can't wait
human
to
nature.
shit on it. And we do it under the guise of jokes.
Yes, yeah.
But truthfully speaking, there's a lot of people out there that's like, you know what? I hope this does hurt Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally what they want. The man wins so much. It's like, I really do hope this hurts Drake.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he shouldn't have unfollowed them though.
I don't know if he did or not.
No, that's with the headline.
Oh, now y'all believe every headline you see?
I'm just saying that was the headline. It was trending.
Yeah, it was trending.
I don't know if
I really don't pay attention to that. So I get up at 3:30 in the morning. I start just going through stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I hate that I bother him 3:30. I know he look at me and say, what the fuck, TK? Doing up so early in the morning. I know he like, TK, goddamn, can I go to sleep?
What did we think about Whoopi Goldberg situation?
Yeah, like I said earlier, and anybody that's listening, never discuss politics and religion with anybody. It's just a rule of thumb. You're going to lose every time because all it takes is one wrong way of how you see it, or you could be telling the truth.
Yeah.
And they don't know the facts. And they take it the wrong way. Now you're done. Because if you don't own it, like wherever you, like say you were in a public place, like the young lady who talked about the young cop who got shot, and she's like, how are they going to block the streets for a police officer that had a big funeral?
I don't remember that.
The actress, she lost a job.
Damn.
She's on Twitter disgusted about how the streets was blocked off.
Yeah.
And she was talking about how the cop probably didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know how to do his job, and they fired her ass.
Yeah, I think the worst thing about the Whoopi situation is that she was just wrong. You know what I mean?
Okay, yes.
And I think when somebody's just wrong, you know, you can correct them, give them the right information. She apologized.
Yeah, she apologized.
You know, the head of the ADL, Jonathan Greenblatt, came on and corrected her and let her know the Holocaust was all about race. That's literally all the Holocaust was about.
Right,
like the Nazis thought that Jewish people were an inferior race.
Right.
That's it.
Yep, that's so true.
In the discussion.
Yes.
So, you know, once that happens, it's like, yo, what else do you want? You know, from an individual.
Did apologize because like the baby situation when he made that comment. The next day he did not apologize. He like stood on what he said. At least Whoopi apologized. And also I do think that Whoopi, like I think her intentions weren't ill, like in what she was saying.
I don't think her intentions were malicious either, but I was, like I always tell y'all, you can't tell somebody how to react.
That's so true.
You know what I'm saying? And just because your intention is not malicious, just because your intention is not to offend, doesn't mean the person receiving it isn't receiving it as malicious, isn't receiving it as offensive. And that's literally all you got to deal with. Because I might walk in this room right now, somebody might slap me, and I'll be like, you know what? God bless you. Wish you the best. I'm sending you healing energy.
Right.
Slap Wax. Wax ain't reacting like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Whatever reaction you get, you earn that.
That's so true.
And you can't tell me how to react.
Right.
That's the only thing that's the only thing I find strange about this whole conversation.
People say nigger, like some people might let you get away with that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And some people won't.
But no, I don't think that all of them is malicious. I think they just want to say nigga like us, but
it don't matter though.
No, I'm with you. You're gonna get hit up.
If that person says nigga, he cannot control the reaction
of the next man
of whoever is on the receiving end of that nigga.
True.
But do you understand what Whoopi was trying to say in that statement?
No.
Like if she would have said it was about race, but I do also feel like the bigger issue is how we treat each other as humans.
Well, but that's a great big cliche conversation to have. Yes, life would be great if we all treated each other better as humans. Yes, we all should spread love. We should all spread peace, of course. But that statement is a non-factor when you start off by saying the Holocaust was not about race.
Yeah, she fucked up at the beginning.
But remember, you're supposed to, when you're on TV like that, you're supposed to stay away from that. Too many examples over time.
Yeah.
That shows what happens to you when you discuss stuff like that.
But I'm really upset because I didn't realize her last name was Goldberg. I mean, I knew her last name was Goldberg, but I didn't realize it's a Jewish last name.
No, that's what makes it hilarious,
she's a
right?
Black woman. I'm like, this is a very full circle moment.
But that's the irony of it, right? Like she changed her last name, or her mom told her to change her last name. Took the stage name. She didn't change her last name. She took the stage name Goldberg.
Okay.
Because she thought it would be easier to get on. You know what I mean? And
I really hate that.
That's wild.
She's not the only person who did that, though.
Who else?
Who else did that? A lot of people changed their name.
I think it's like a Spanish woman. She wrote a book.
Jamie Foxx, that's not
Jamie
his real
Foxx,
name.
that's not his real name.
What's his real name?
I don't know.
I forgot.
That's not
That's
Jamie
not his real
Foxx.
name.
Wow.
Vin Diesel, that's not his real name.
I guess
No.
that's not my real
Now,
name.
but did they change it to a Jewish last name? Like to change it to a whole different.
What?
I didn't know that's his real name.
You
What's
didn't know
his
what?
name?
This is when you see, you be forgetting you be around so much young people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause to me, this is just common information. Like,
People do not know that.
yes, people do know that.
What's
Your
his
generation
real
don't know
name
that.
then?
I don't remember, but I know it ain't Jamie Foxx.
Eric
something. Yeah. And Whoopi got a black name. Whoopi name is like Katherine Johnson. No, I'm not even joking. It is. Really?
Where does it say that? I would never call him that.
It's a fly stage name.
Eric Martin what?
Wow.
And the wild thing about Whoopi, I was reading that there's this is in the Jewish Chronicle at a charity event in 2016. She was like, I am Jewish. And she was like, I changed the name Goldberg for my heritage. I don't know what that means, but that's what she said. And,
Right.
And said she had a
Did she say
connection
she
to
Jewish?
Israel and stuff like that. I don't know. And she said, and my thing with that was like, I wonder if she feels hurt because she has been supporting the community for so long. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about the real move. How Whoopi came on The View and now I'm running it.
Yeah, she ain't running it that much. She's suspended for 2 weeks.
That's so true, huh?
And you know what's so crazy?
She still got a ball.
The president of ABC is a black woman. So the person who put out the statement and explained why they suspended Whoopi is a black woman.
Yeah, and we have a tendency to make things equal the way things are now. The world is really kind of sort of like got balanced.
You got to stay away from talking about things like that because it happened to Nick Cannon. Like anytime a person of color
TK
talks
said
about
it, religion and politics.
anytime you do
And
that.
we live in a
old
world right now, that's all people are discussing.
Yes.
Religion and politics.
You got to shut up.
And you
got to shut up because it would lead to war.
And you wonder why so much people getting in trouble.
I mean, it could lead to war. I mean, all you could do, I'm not going to get into it because it'll lead to war.
Yeah.
But they still fighting overseas over land.
True.
Because of religion.
Yes, and then it's
100 years.
And you see also too, it's a tit for tat, right? Because you see people saying things like, oh, well, Whoopi needs to be fired because Roseanne got fired 2 years ago from ABC when she spoke out against, when she had something negative to say about Michelle Obama. That's very true. But there's people that have not forgot that. Yeah. So when they see something like this happen, they're not even really that offended by what Whoopi said. They just want to see blood because their partner got caught
in 2 weeks.
Got cut 2 years ago.
In 2 weeks, they might want to fire. They could find a way to fire her in a clause.
No.
They could probably pull off. Think about it.
But I do think these type of conversations need to be had.
What do you mean?
Like, like this Whoopi Goldberg, not that it's a good situation, but to shine light on it and to like teach her, like, no, that's wrong.
Here's the thing about life, young lady. These things come up here and there throughout your journey. And all it comes down to is just conversation and talk, but never changes anybody. And the people who really need to hear it are not listening to the podcast or not watching TV to hear it. So we go in a cycle. In the 60s, you have the same type of thing, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s.
But how you know they're not listening?
Because we've made a little progress, but not a lot because I'm basing everything based on how old I am. And I've been here a lot longer than you. So,
true.
and seeing back in my day, like you even speaking to me out of turn like that would be wrong. Because when elders speak,
how am I speaking out of turn?
Watch what I'm about to tell you. When I'm almost consider your grandfather, in a sense. So when elders, that's what they call them, and like in Africa and everything, elders, when they usually talk, there was never no back and forth. It was based on wisdom and knowledge what that person was speaking.
No, we used to talk back, but we get smacked in our mouth.
Quick than a mug, right or wrong.
Yeah, but this is different because
No. Listen to me. I'm here today in this world. I was just sharing something with you. I don't even want. Trust me. I seen what we did in the other room. I know you can go tick for tat. I don't have that kind of energy today.
Okay, cool.
Go back down like that.
I know she can get with it. I seen it, babe. I'm good.
Well, I think the talking out of turn thing was a little.
Now, and here's the thing: people around the world will even say I'm wrong because, like he said, our world is different compared to what he just. They'll text
Well, especially on a podcast.
Listen to me. They will clown. And they still going to clown.
Oh, yeah, you're right. This is a podcast.
Like, it's a podcast.
Especially,
you're right. Go ahead.
Right. But here's the thing, though. Remember I said earlier about everything I do in life is about etiquette. That's my world. See, I believe in opening the door for... Let me finish. I believe in opening the door for you. I believe in if I saw you somewhere now that we're friends, I would buy you a drink. I would treat you like a queen as a gentleman. That's the way I move. Hey, sister, you was with Charlemagne, right? Let me get that for you. See, it's all right then.
Respect.
You see, that's what I mean.
Do you feel like you was talking out of turn?
That's the way.
No, I was going to ask, when was I talking out of turn?
No. It was just that I cut you off. I didn't want you to get on the momentum because I wasn't finished my thought.
That's all.
That's selfish.
Yeah. Had you questioning yourself.
Yeah.
Like that,
but do you see what I'm saying? See, it's okay when you're a gentleman, when you're doing things for the person, but I'm like this in everything in life.
Yeah.
You know, that's just how I move. And I understand it gets me irritated sometimes because the world has changed.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I have to have the ability to know when to fall back and be quiet because I'll get my feelings hurt or we'll be arguing more than what we really should because it's just two different worlds now.
Can you as an OG listen to the younger generation? Could, like, if Nyla had something to explain to you, like a...
Yeah,
like
that's the ability to learn.
Yeah.
I see that we are in different times.
Yeah.
So in order to get through, I got to stay calm. Because, you know, I don't do it too much to my daughter. My daughter will say things before we get to those things that I have a voice. I want to say what I have to say. She's a very intelligent girl. And I think about that. You know, I never do I say I'm your father and you're going to listen to me. I never do any of my children like that, right? So I do understand that world of people 30, 40 years younger than me. You have to, that strictness, that respect thing is gone. So you really just have to
the
bite your
respect's
tongue.
not gone, though. Because I definitely can appreciate men with a moral code. And a lot of older men have moral code.
Yes.
Less and less younger men have a moral code.
That's
so I
true.
think that's something that still should be taught. But the thing with, I guess, older people's moral code that's problematic is like the misogyny in it. Like talking out of turn. Telling a woman she's talking out of turn is kind of offensive.
Yes,
I agree.
Yeah. Well, not to me. But then,
Clearly.
not to me.
You're about etiquette.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to offend the woman.
Yeah, but I'm a different.
That's Wheezy in the background.
Give me an example.
Like just
how
now.
men today would talk about.
Get on the mic, Wheezy.
How men today would talk about money transactions in front of a female.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
in the
that-
context,
no, let me
you
finish.
say
Let
you
me
have
finish.
etiquette
Before we
and
get,
then tell a woman she's out of turn.
But-
That's not necessarily.
but I already
something a
know,
gentleman would
and
do.
I'm going to share to you my energy. See, even with the energy that you're projecting, even with the eye contact,
I'm
and-
just matching it.
let me finish. Watch what I'm about to say. I don't even want to go toe to toe with you either because I observed you for the last hour, so I already know where that energy is going to go. So I want to stay focused on.
I feel you.
when
I've observed some of your YouTube comments about me as well.
I just want to stay focused on one.
Oh, y'all
second.
had comments? No, that's not really him on YouTube.
So what is that?
That's a parody account.
Yeah.
You telling me TK Kirkland talking shit?
We was
about
talking about
girls?
that earlier today. I meant to
That's
say
not
that.
him. That's
me.
a parody account. That's why this. Now I get
But
it.
now I understand it too, because he kind of sound like you sound right now.
No, so let me tell you what has going on. No, this
that's
is
a parody
perfect.
account.
I'm glad that this came up because I wanted to talk about it on the Breakfast Club. There's somebody acting like they're me.
Yes.
Yeah.
He sound like you.
I
Listen to
knew
me,
that.
guys.
You know what's so funny? I don't even think to ask you that because I know it's a parody account. There's a
Yes, and
I thought it was a two.
no,
No,
it's not me,
man.
But let me tell you. Now let me tell you why. Now let me tell you why it's not funny.
Because
Some brothers called me up, some gang members,
Oh my god.
because the boy said something that violated these guys.
Yeah.
And they called me and they said, "Yo, nigga, you really about?" They was for real, but they gave me time to explain
Yeah.
because they said, "No, TK, we know you don't move like that." I said, "No, fam, it ain't me. It's somebody acting like they're me."
Yeah.
It says not me, but I meant to say that because when I got off the air, the guy that took the pictures was saying, "Yo, you always comment on the YouTube." I said, "Yo, that's not me. I should have said something." I said, "Yo, I should have said something, yo."
That's hilarious.
Because guess what? Sometimes I'm not going to have time to talk.
Yeah, somebody gonna try to see
No,
you.
you're right. Weezy was ready to shoot.
You could have been talking out of turn. You never know.
Right, but my point is, it's not me. And sometimes you ain't gonna have that ability to talk to somebody quick enough to convince them.
Man, that's crazy. I never even thought about it because I've known TK for damn near 20 years.
So how do we get rid of that?
You don't. Or you can report it, I think, on YouTube.
I tried to report it like for years, and they go for years, yo.
It's so funny, man.
For years I've been trying it.
That is fucked up.
Because that dude gonna get me hurt.
Yeah.
You see the young lady? I don't even know what she was talking about.
I always said something because of Nyla.
It was still a good argument.
Yeah, but see, I'm such a quiet person. There's certain women you don't go toe to toe with because it could escalate to a certain thing, and I stay away from that.
You do good at keeping.
I'm just that kind of guy. Avoid that kind of problem.
Well, go back to the talking out of turn thing, Weezy. Since we know that's not TK under the comments.
No, I mean, I think to say that, you carry yourself with etiquette, I do think that speaking to women in a manner that at least makes them feel respected wouldn't be saying a comment like you're talking out of turn.
What we didn't say is not what you say, is how you say it.
I think you said it very rude.
Okay, no. Watch what I'm saying. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. How old are you?
I'm 30.
And how old are you?
26.
Any woman over 35, 40 years old that I date to this day would never say what you're saying. And
what
let me
does that
prove
have to do with
age has a lot to do with it. That's my point.
Because they're more submissive.
Our age difference has made a huge impact over the last 30, 40 years. There are women in this world who like a man who is strong, who's a leader, who doesn't really tell a person what to do, but they know that man has man qualities.
I agree. Masculinity is definitely leading.
Yes, but
it's not telling you to shut the fuck up nicely.
But I didn't say shut the fuck up. But I didn't say shut the fuck up.
But even talking out
been more fitting for a podcast.
No.
Talking out of turn.
Here's the thing with me. To me, I'm a gentleman, and I'll cut people off, but I'll say, "Excuse me, I wasn't finished with my thought." That's what I would normally say. But that's how I normally say. But I didn't say it like that, right?
But it goes back to the earlier point. Like, just because you say something and that's not your intent, you can't tell them how to receive it.
Right. I totally agree.
You know what I mean?
But that's why before we got started, before they all came to this, I said you also have to have the ability to know when to fall back, to understand that they have a point.
Yeah.
I said that earlier because I knew it would come to that. I want people to understand. See, I saw the room before it developed. It's like Tom Brady. You got to watch the play.
The play.
You got to wait the play develop.
Them two linebackers are blitzing.
Listen to me, man. I saw this before it even happened.
Get blitzed on.
Before it even happened.
Yeah.
But it goes back even to how young men today hustling. That girl to be on the phone, or they counting money to making moves, and they girl hear the conversation. Oh, that's wrong, yo.
Why?
Because this.
No, it is.
Know nothing.
It is. E40 used to say it all the day. E40 had a rap. He had a line. He said, "Never tell a woman all your business, because she might end up being an eyewitness."
Yeah.
That's why they used to say, "Never let your right hand know what your left hand is doing." Like you put somebody in a position that they don't need to be in.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know
and
what I
not
mean?
just that. Let's take The Godfather. You ever notice when they sat in the meetings and the wives were new? This is old school. These people ain't doing it today. The wives will see that us three is talking, and they say another woman who understood is like, let's go to the other wing of the house so we can talk and drink. Because the men were going to talk. Not today. Women sitting right in that motherfucker with you.
But I think that's a little different because the men are just talking, because the men are talking about illegal activities.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The men are talking about
business or something.
That's right.
Yes, right. That's
like
what I meant.
What they supposed
That's
to be
what I
talking
meant.
about, though.
What do you mean?
They're always supposed to be trying to grow and always try to talk business.
But
when
in
they get
that
around each
era,
other.
like, women weren't getting to the bag the way women are getting to the bag now.
It's not about money right now. That's the easy way that women go. They always want to bring the money in it.
It's the illegal activity.
I'm talking about tradition, just how it was. But that doesn't. What I'm saying is just I'm in a different era, so you have to respect where I'm at too. Like you.
Hold on, now what exactly are you saying, TK?
What I'm saying to her is there's certain things you wouldn't say to your father. Well, your father's not I'm older than your dad, right?
You older than my dad.
Yeah. So your grandfather. How old your grandfather would be?
80.
Yeah, I'm close to that age. So there's certain things you wouldn't say to your grandfather out of respect.
But like what?
But really, I can't explain that to you if you don't know what you wouldn't say to your grandfather.
I can have a conversation with my grandfather and he's going to listen and he's going to respect what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. But there's certain things you wouldn't say to him or say around him. Am I correct? Say, give an example. If a female says she used profanity, and I said, babe, I don't really think you should curse. She's like, oh, this is who I am. I can't stop cursing. I said, would you curse around your grandmother? Would you curse around a pastor?
No.
I definitely wouldn't curse around my grandmother, no.
Yeah, and would you curse around a pastor? A minister?
This is interesting because TK is 61 years old, but he's in the entertainment business. So I think sometimes when you're of a certain age and you're in the entertainment business, people may not look at you as an elder.
So true.
You know what I'm saying? And
you're not talking about the stuff I do on stage.
Yeah,
he doesn't comprehend that I'm talking about dating a woman 72 years old. You know, it don't comprehend. They don't get it because I don't look my age now. If I look like Dick Gregory with a gray beard,
they get it all
and
day.
Fragile, and I was on the cane, them jokes will go over.
By the
insane.
way, talking about an elder that's going to tell you shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
God bless the dead.
That's right.
Dick Gregory was going to tell you shut the fuck up.
He would tell you.
All the time.
All the time.
Man, well, I don't know if he would do that to women, though.
Yeah, he did. I seen him.
He definitely used to do it to the men.
But what I love about
this.
No, what I love is really the gap. Like it's not about what we're saying. It's the gap that you really see how the world has really changed. Yeah. See, I see the world one way, and I'm on my way out. Like older guys like me, we're on our way out. It's the younger people that speaking up, we see the world totally different in old-fashioned ways, right? Yeah. And it's just life.
I'm not gonna lie, I think it's changed for the better. I just think we got to find like a happy medium. Because I think that back in the day, it was one way to an extreme. It was very
here's the wrong thing though, Charlamagne.
We didn't realize
the young men don't care.
They don't got no more.
So they're disrespectful to the women. See, so
I think we were too.
Yeah. No, we wasn't this bad.
Nah, we were.
Oh, no.
Chivalry.
We wasn't this bad.
At least we had chivalry.
We had chivalry, but we were still fucked up.
Yeah, but it still was better than what it is now.
Morally, we was way better.
A little bit.
Come on.
No,
a little bit.
Wax. Am I right?
Yeah. Nah,
the reason I say that is because I think our generation, we failed the generation coming up after us. You know what I mean? Because a lot of those young kids that we say are fucked up, they're fucked up because of the way that they were watching us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's how you was raised. I think it's how you
man.
I think your parents and your environment has a lot to do.
We grew up in the bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks era.
I was going to say, I think it's
for real.
Yeah, my parents are pastors of the church, man.
What that got to do with anything?
And he came out the way he came out.
That's what I'm saying. What that got to do with anything?
I'm agreeing with him because he said all.
Man, we grew up in a very misogynistic.
Yeah, those friends when you was growing up. Mm-hmm.
We grew up in a very misogynistic, toxic ass area, and we turned a lot of our trauma into culture. And I think we was too extreme with it. That's why over the last few years, it's been a big rebellion against that, rightfully so. But now it's gone too far this way, and we all got to meet in a happy medium.
I think it's a pot of gumbo. I think everybody's right. And putting a little stuff in there. Everybody, their journey. See, because what's so beautiful about life is all of us have a flight pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your flight took off from LaGuardia. Her flight took off from Newark Airport. He flew from Philadelphia. I flew from Atlanta. But all the information we accumulated and knowledge has led us to this room. So now you're expressing what your journey was. She's expressing her journey and vice versa. Mm-hmm. So we all put in what we've experienced. But what we can't deny is your journey.
Yeah.
Your journey has taught you what to say. So we're all right. I can't say you're wrong because of your journey.
Yeah.
I can't say you're wrong in your journey. But what we have to do is be smart enough to take bits and pieces from each other. Because what I'm learned for the young ladies is to be more gentle.
Yeah, have more empathy.
Unless I'm on stage. On stage, that's my world. On stage, that's my world. But off stage, like if you notice, I don't even curse when I'm off stage. I never use profanity when I'm off stage. But when I get on stage, man, you gonna get it. But when I'm off stage,
you know, one of my favorite things to do. One of my favorite things to do is let her hear shit that we grew up on.
Woo!
Because it's mind-blowing to her. Yes. She can't believe how the shit that we used to rap about, talk about, comedy.
Yes.
Like Eddie Murphy couldn't do Raw now.
No.
No
way.
Come on,
it's like
man.
PG-3.
Come on, man. Like even something as simple as like Go back and listen to go watch House Party and watch kids rapping the jail cell.
Yes.
My God.
Yes, they were, man. When you put it like that, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But that's what I'm saying, how it's so different.
It's very different. Yo, something as simple as watching a movie like Belly.
Yeah.
Why was Vita 16?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was no reason for that in the movie.
No, that NWA
There was no
record that you was playing.
Which one?
The NWA record.
Oh my God! Now you used to run with NWA.
I started out with NWA.
What was that song? She
They're
swallowed
talking
it.
about
She swallowed F the Police.
The song where they talking about fucking the pastor's daughter.
Right, I forgot the name of that song.
I think it's
and she was only 16. and
14 actually.
Right,
and
yeah.
they,
But it goes back to Rick James. She was only 17, but she was sexy. I don't know what it is about artists and young women.
I don't know
using
what
them
it is
young
either.
numbers.
But that's my point is like that's the type of stuff that was in the lexicon. That was the
That's so
music.
true.
That was the movies. It was just regular as fuck.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Regular,
that shit
you're
had
so
to
right.
get corrected, Joe.
Yeah.
You can't be mad.
Well, we're
when,
done now.
Oh, so
Man, it's a wrap, bro.
It reached everybody. Everybody got a voice.
It's done. We are done. You hear me?
Yeah, it's over.
It's over, bro.
You think it's over?
Man,
But no, it's still a way to do what you do and what a Chappelle does.
I hope that they get it, but when you see smash and grabs, when you see there's no etiquette,
It's
if
not,
you see nobody has common sense no more, you see that rappers are dying every day like it's nothing.
Okay, we got to take some blame for that. I don't care what nobody say. The older generation has to take some blame for that because you know what happened?
Explain. I'm listening.
What happened was we put out a lot of that shit into the atmosphere, right? Even before me, when we first started loving hip hop music, a lot of that energy was out there. The celebration of the gang culture, celebration of the drug culture, you know, violence against women, violence against each other. It was all out there. When a lot of brothers made that transition and grew and evolved, we didn't have those conversations about growing and evolving. And so it was a whole generation that watched people come up off of that shit. And those street guys, they was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers is rapping about our lives. So I might as well get in the booth and start making music and shit too. They got in the booth, started making music and shit too. But their real life bled not just into the music, but bled into the street.
So you don't believe in accountability?
Yeah.
Accountability, but who took it? We didn't take accountability is my point.
But what did we go through to make us even have them type of like ideas and doing the things that we was doing? They had to come from trauma or what they.
That's my point. We turned trauma into culture and we put that shit in music. We put that shit in movies and we did not explain to the next generation.
Let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you a story, right? I'm going to tell you a story. Everything we're saying in this room is right until you get in front of a judge.
That's when you realize it's right.
No, watch what I'm about to tell you. See, when you hurt somebody and you go to court and the judge, depending on who she is or she'll say to you, you don't think you could have done this another way? See, because there's street laws, right? Then there's the law.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And regardless of what we say on the streets, you got to hold yourself accountable because when you get to jail in front of that judge, they go strictly by the book. It ain't no what society did to you. It ain't no this happened. You are responsible for your decision. Yeah. Even when you get to jail, all this what we talking about? Mm-hmm. Nigga, talk out of turn in jail, motherfucker, talking to you.
And that you do realize like so much of that stuff that we put out there was actually criminal. We wasn't telling these young boys that it was criminal.
You're not missing what you're saying is right.
Mm-hmm.
Accountability. They don't care if your mother raped you. They don't care if your dad did something to you. When that judge is talking to you, they don't care about it. I'm telling you, they don't care.
I agree with you. They don't give a fuck about your trauma.
They don't care about your drama.
But I'm just saying that we didn't hold ourselves accountable back then.
But what
nobody told us we were wrong, so we didn't tell the next generation they was wrong.
But what you're saying is right. So to the young man that's driving his car right now, to the young lady whose son's in the back seat acting a fool, what we want to share to them is if you hold yourself accountable, you can make better choices. See, because that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
like, hold yourself accountable.
Absolutely.
So, because if nobody else tells you, you know right from wrong. You know if you go in there and hurt somebody.
I agree with you 100%, but do you know right from wrong, though?
Here's the thing.
When we was younger, did we really know, man?
Yeah, we do. But here's the thing.
Bro.
While we run, you know what I'm saying? We know every law.
We ran because we was scared. We knew we didn't want to go to jail.
Because we was wrong.
If you were holding yourself accountable, you wouldn't have ran.
But Charlamagne,
What are you talking about?
If you were holding yourself accountable, you wouldn't have ran.
Nobody's gonna do.
That's my point.
Yes, but if you hold
But we
yourself
did know,
accountable, like you hold yourself accountable. Give me an example, right? I was watching the young man who shot young Dolph.
Mm-hmm. Oh Lord,
when they came to court,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now, I'm gonna tell you what I felt.
Yeah.
And I saw the cops in the room. And I saw the two young boys come in. I got hurt, yo. You know why I was hurt? Because they were kids.
Yeah.
They have no idea what's going to happen to them.
That's how we were. We didn't understand the consequences of our actions. If we did, we wouldn't have did 95% of the shit we was doing.
No. Our mothers was whooping our ass with belts.
That didn't matter though. They were still whipping our ass.
No,
we still was doing bullshit.
But it made a difference though. Shit, you get beat with a extension cord. It made a difference, yo.
I definitely got beat with an extension cord.
I got beaten with extension cords. It made a difference.
Man.
But what I want these young guys to hear, hold yourself accountable because you don't have a father no more.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have that mother maybe anymore. But you got you. You got to look yourself in the mirror every day. If you want something out of life, you got to look at you and better yourself. Because like you said, ain't nobody going to tell you.
That's my point.
Ain't nobody going to tell you. So you got to, ladies and gentlemen, you got to tell yourself. Because when I hear people say life is too short, I don't believe life is too short. I believe life is long and you're going to be here a long time. And you want to enjoy this as much as you can because words is powerful. So when you say life is short, to me, you take time off your life.
That's right.
So you got to start saying life is long. I'm not dealing with this bull. So I want young men and women to hold themselves accountable because what they are doing out here now is insane.
And listen to your elders. Because even back then, man, if you go back to the 90s,
yes, sir.
Everything C. Dolores Tucker was saying was true.
That's right.
Everything the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was saying was true. They was telling us about the destruction that we was putting in our music. They was telling us about the destruction we was putting in our culture. They was telling us the truth.
And to take it to a white level to prove our point, Donald Trump to have the power that he had to get those people to attack the Capitol building, right, was off the false lie and the energy. And people believed it and actually went.
Reacted on
They reacted. And I'm sitting here, us logical.
Yeah.
How the fuck y'all really believe this and just go attack the building? But people are influenced. And we all influenced some kind of way, right? Yeah. We watch TV and see a nice shirt. Like, oh, I like that shirt.
I want that shirt.
You see a person with a nice face. You're influenced.
Yeah.
I was influenced.
I wanted a motherfucking, I went and got a 38 snub nose after I saw Juice. Because that's the gun Pac had in Juice. You know what I mean? Like we're acting like this stuff didn't influence us.
Yeah.
It did.
And I think again, everything goes back to common in my generation, your generation. And if this is a sign of what's to come, like I was riding my scooter in my neighborhood, you know, I'm successful. I use an electric bike.
Yeah.
And I was going down the wrong way of the street. Cop pulled me over, but I knew who he was. So he started talking, and he's talking about how his kids grow up. I said, you want your kids to be a cop? He said, the way this world is going, he said, no.
Damn.
So he already sees what's about to happen in the next 10, 15, 20
It's going to be
years.
bad, man.
It's going to be
it's
something
gonna be
else,
bad.
brother.
It's going to be bad.
It's bad now, man.
Yes.
I remember I was saying how it's going to get to a point where we're going to live in America, and you know how you go to certain parts of Africa or certain parts of Mexico, you have to have armed security with you?
Yes.
It don't matter if you're famous or not. Just
Right.
You got a little bit of something.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to have it. That's how it's going to be in America.
Yeah, it's, man.
And remember that security. Remember we was with the homie and the security guard. Security guard said that this dude had just moved from central Mexico. He used to guard this Israeli family in central Mexico.
Right.
He moved to America because he was like, yo, every day was like war. You know what I mean? Like we was protecting the family, but we knew anything could go down. And he was like, now I moved to America to get away from that, thinking I'm doing security for these people. And he was like,
right back at it.
He's like, it feel like it's going back that way. He said, I see America going that way.
Man.
And he not securing no gangster rappers and nothing like that.
Nah.
He's securing a great family that we all know that ain't into none of that shit.
Right.
But he knows that, man, especially, and they out there in LA.
Yeah, LA is insane.
Home invasion is out of control.
It's
They all
insane.
around. They all
Like
around.
when I was out of town, some people tried to they was going to come rob my house, but the cameras came on. I saw them on the tape, but they were so bold. They went to the neighbor's house. So you know, if the lights come on, you leave the area. They went to the neighbor's house. And when they went on, I was on stage. I had left my phone because I could see it on my phone. I left my phone. I went to perform. And then the housekeepers, the landscape people called me the next day. He said, hey, do you have Jimmy's number? I said, what happened? He said, somebody broke in this house. And I saw the camera. They had hoodies on and everything. And they was walking up my driveway. The lights came on. The dude just went down and went to my man's house. But this goes to show you they don't care.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't care, yo. It's crazy.
They have dogs or something, man.
Listen, T to the motherfucking K has to go, man. He's going to be at the Stress Factory in Jersey all weekend.
All weekend.
In New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Yep, New Brunswick, Chinese Man Theater. The 9th and 10th with me and Mike Epps in Los Angeles, California. Catch me at Tommy T's, too, on the 16th of this month, February. And then if you're in Cleveland, Ohio, for the All-Star break, check me out the Improv, the world famous Improv. I'm all over. And if you're in St. Thomas on the April 23rd, make sure you check me. Just follow me on Instagram, TK_Kirkland. And shout out to Wax, the beautiful young lady, the great Charlemagne the God,
Nyla,
the young lady in the back who was about to shoot me, the gentleman who got arrested over there with A$AP Rocky.
That's Alex.
To my girl T. Hopefully she feels better than yesterday.
She lying to you about being sick?
I was on the phone with her. I could tell she was upset about something.
What you? No. Her family got into a fight last weekend.
Oh, okay.
You ain't see the shit in Golden Corral in Philly?
Nah. Man.
No,
that's what I'm talking
about.
They had a
brawl. No, for real.
Did you see about that? You read about that?
See that?
Over steak.
Yeah. Amazing.
They ran out of steak.
That's right. That's right.
And went to war.
40 people.
Is the place where he going to be at, this place where I had the restaurant across the street?
That's where you ran from the rat.
Bro.
That's where you ran from the rat. That's the same comedy show when we went to go see Duval.
Yeah.
What happened?
You know, he's scared of mice.
Okay.
He's scared to death of rats.
Wow.
Like phobia, like bad.
They had us all way in the back, and I seen something go past. I took off. I don't even remember being outside.
The same club I'm
You know what it's a nice listen, it's a beautiful restaurant right by the Stress Factory.
Okay.
It's a nice little restaurant. I think it's like an Italian spot or something.
Right.
We sitting in the back eating, nothing but white people.
Right.
Imagine this big motherfucker just jumping up and running out of the restaurant.
I'm gone. Fuck that.
Those white people look so goddamn scared.
Especially down there. It's pure white.
But if you see me running, what you gonna do?
Run too.
Hey, I know it's a bunch of white people. Nobody motherfucking ran.
Because white people don't understand that.
It's like, what happened? What's he going on?
No, white people don't do that. White people like, what the fuck is going on? White people get shot maybe and then think of something. But this Golden Corral with the steak thing, this oversteak.
Hold on. Watch the white lady gonna push Taylor. She in the all black. Watch the white lady push Taylor.
Cheers, yo.
Watch the white lady push Taylor. Here it come. Right there. See her with the hood on?
Right. That's right.
That's her with the hood on. That's her with the hood on.
Yo, this is oversteak, yo.
Watch the white lady push Taylor.
This is oversteak, guy.
Oversteak.
And here's another crazy thing that has happened in the world.
These are all lies. Stop.
Taylor, what's wrong with you? Listen. I like how y'all had each other back.
But here's the other crazy thing. We talk about how the world changed. As we was growing up, you never saw or heard anybody fighting on the plane.
Never.
That's
hell no. You never do that.
epidemic.
Yeah, or the airport.
That's a library, bro.
Yeah, you don't do that because it was always the thing they'll ban you from the plane. You go to federal jail. Nobody was trying that.
Yo.
No.
They fighting in the sky.
I'm with
they
you.
hit flight attendants. Yo, they whooping
I'm
their
putting you to sleep, and we'll figure it out when we land. Nah, this might be a decoy. I ain't playing with you. If you act up, it has one drunk dude. I'm looking at him like, bro, do I look like somebody to fuck with, bro? Like, sit your dumb ass down.
Right.
Sleep.
Oh, when we was coming back from LA?
Yeah, remember that drunk motherfucker act like he's about to go to the guy, the fucking pilot.
He was trying to go to the pilot.
Man, you don't sit your stupid ass down.
Thank you,
Oh,
yo.
I remember him. I thought you were talking about the dude when we was walking down the runway when we landed. And remember the dude was drunk?
Which one?
That was recently. That was like when we went for Andrew wedding. And the dude was drunk and he started flirting with you and he's like, oh, you big. You big. He was like, oh, let's wrestle. He was like, let's wrestle.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
It's amazing how they say stuff that, like, you're a man. You can't play with you like that.
Yeah, how do the TSA treat you?
With
They
the
not
fat
fair to
down.
me,
the
I
bro.
fat
do.
down.
I do TSA and clear,
Me too. I got everything.
but you look suspicious.
All right, what whatever. Fuck it. If TK said it,
I'm too old to be breathing like this, yo. I'm showing my age.
Listen, T to the motherfucking K, man. Make sure.
Love y'all, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Love you, man. All right, let's pay some bills.
Oh, my God.
2 out of 3 men will experience some form of hair loss by the time they're 35. And there are only 2 FDA-approved medications that can prevent hair loss. Keeps offers both, all right? Keeps offers a simple, stress-free way to keep your hair, convenient virtual doctor consultations and medications delivered straight to your door every 3 months. You don't have to leave your home. Low-cost treatments start at just $10 per month, and Keeps offers generic versions, discreet packaging, and proven results. Keeps has more 5-star reviews than any of its competitors. Prevention is key. All right, treatments can take 4 to 6 months to see results, so act fast. If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to Keeps.com. That's KEEPS.com/idiots to receive your first month of treatment for free. That's Keeps, KEEPS.com/idiots to get your first month free. Keeps.com/idiots. And today's show is brought to you by Blue Chew. All right, this year it's time to get off the couch and get back into the bedroom. Blue Chew can help. All right, guys, we know that confidence can take you far in life. And when you feel confident, you're at your best, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code IDIOTS at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code IDIOTS to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the Brilliant Idiots podcast. Let's get back to the show. All right, we back. We got church announcements.
The announcements are a very important part of what we do in church.
Wax.
Yes, man. February 5th, man, this Saturday. We will be in Caveat in New York City, man. We got a bunch of games and got some special guests and all that. Y'all need to pull up. Go to Eventbrite and go to Bully and the Beast. Low tickets, you better help and get it right now. That's what T did just now said. So
it's gonna be a movie.
I got Nala DJing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the only other guest we telling me. Ain't telling y'all nothing else.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, we did? Oh, we got Trav Q. We got M. Measy out there. We got Dominica.
What about
Yamanika crazy.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What about the tall one?
She gonna get me too. She always get me anyway. I'm used to it.
The tall one?
And we got another special guest we're not telling y'all right now, so y'all don't want to miss this. And you can also live stream. You know what I'm saying? Go on the streaming service. All on Eventbrite. Yeah, it's much cheaper too. So y'all can be at home, smoking a blunt, chilling out, watching us. We're gonna make sure we put on the show for y'all. Go to your local dispensaries in LA. You know, get that Who's Wax in the local dispensaries and go on who'swax.com and go get a subscription, man. Get the Who's Wax gummies. Everybody love them. Get a great sleep, anxiety, helps you out with that. And Who's Wax Airsoft. Get your podcast ready, man. We're going to start these podcast wars up soon. So go ahead and get your team and see what we got.
Nyla, you got any church announcements?
Just make sure if you're in the Tri-State, you tune in to Power 105.1. I'm on covering 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I've been having a lot of fun, honestly, this past week. And I'm on again next week, too. So just make sure y'all tap in.
Go to blackeffect.com, download all the Black Effect podcasts. Make sure you stream the first season of The God's Honest Truth on Paramount Plus. Make sure you go buy Anita Kopak, Shallow Waters, and Tamika Mallory, State of Emergency, How to Win in the Country We Built. Let's get back to the show. Oh, yes, Taylor's reminded me that we got a lot of Black Effect hats. Salute to Mitchell and Ness. Mitchell and Ness is where, you know, is who make the Black Effect snapbacks. And I just be giving them away. I just ordered a whole bunch of them. So if you want one, hit up Taylor Gang, Fun Size T on Instagram. I don't think we got no more. We don't got no more hoodies and t-shirts left, right? A small amount of those. But if you definitely want a snapback, I'll be giving those away all through Black History Month. So just hit up Taylor and she'll send you a Black Effect snapback. It's really just that easy. All right. I enjoyed our conversation with TK, man. The reason I enjoyed our conversation with TK, I've been knowing TK for like 20-something years. And it's always interesting to me to talk to the OGs like that because he's 61. I'm 43, so he's damn near 20 years older than me. And then to bring in the dynamic of Weezy and Nyla, that's 40 years younger than somebody like a TK, 20-something years younger than me. It's just interesting to hear all of those different, conversations and, how people receive things. And, even to hear him when he was leaving, like, yo, I gotta adjust. I gotta be more gentle when I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate those kind of conversations, and I think those are the type of conversations that get us to a better understanding of each other.
Him saying that is why I was saying that I think the conversation that Whoopi Goldberg was trying to have, conversations on religion and conversations that he was saying we shouldn't have, I think should be had, because the more you learn about somebody and how somebody feels about one way, like you learn to adjust, like, okay, maybe there's something to it. And that's
too much.
No, I'm not saying Whoopi's statement was correct, but he was saying that we shouldn't talk about politics or religion. And I'm saying that I think conversations should be had because the more you know, the more you learn, the more you like.
Yeah, but we just got to be talking to people who know what the fuck they're talking about. The problem now, that's really all it boils down to. The problem now is everybody's talking. Yeah. Whether it's podcast, whether it's social, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. But podcast, social media, radio, it's all of these platforms and everybody's just talking. YouTube. It's not a lot of people who really know what the fuck they talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why we spend all day in the group chat. I just be frustrated at shit people be doing. Like I saw when Shade Room posted the other day the shit about First for Black History. And they put Kanye West the wealthiest black man in history.
He probably paid for that.
But why would you, people run with that and believe it?
Yeah.
That was a big topic everywhere in all the offices and everywhere. Barbershops for sure.
You erase Mansa Musa. You don't give credit to the richest black man in America now, Robert Smith, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my guy, Robert Smith. Yeah, you don't talk about Oprah. Like we got black billionaires here in America that really have billions. You know what I mean? Not as billions like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates them, but it's just like, you know how many people you got to discredit to say Kanye West is the richest black man in America? And by the way, I know people think I be hating on Kanye, so they look at it just like, there goes Charlamagne hating on him again. Yeah. No, it's just not factual. Yeah. And people run with that shit. And we don't understand how stupid we be sounding repeating things like that. What if you on motherfucking Jeopardy? And the question is, he's the richest black man in America.
Like Kanye West.
You say Kanye West. You dumb fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That's all they know, though. That's what's being put out there.
That's my point. Like stuff like that is why I hate wrong information. Like Whoopi was just wrong.
But we're all around.
Her information was just wrong. Yeah. Her information was just wrong. I don't think Whoopi was being malicious, but it's not my place to say.
But can you get mad at for somebody because that's what they took of it? That's what
do you mean?
Took of it. So many people took certain things of whatever, anything.
Yes,
that's what Whoopi took of it.
No, you should never be mad at somebody for having the wrong information. It's just wrong information.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like I'm not mad at her for being wrong. But you know what I mean?
She got suspended for a couple of weeks or something. You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's because, like I always say, you can't tell somebody how to react. Mm. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do it. We can't say what's fair and what's not fair. I tell you that all the time. Wax put hands on you, he gonna OD. I've seen him do some stupid shit before. You know what I'm saying?
He deserved it.
No, he didn't. I mean, no, listen, I can't say that. I can't say what he deserved.
Like you just now said, you might slap me, I might shoot you.
But that's my point. So you can't tell them that they overreacted by suspending Whoopi for 2 weeks. Do I think it was overreaction? Yes. But I wasn't the person offended.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't the person she said that to.
You were a little overboard. Like,
all right. How many times people done told you that? Wax, it was only a blunt.
Yeah.
Hey, it's still stealing. I looked at it something else. Like
see, you know what I mean? Yeah. Over a blunt.
You stole from me.
Man.
So you steal a blunt from me, what else you steal?
That's a good point.
So I stopped you in your tracks.
That's a good point.
Tracks right now.
Was it a blunt or was it weed?
It was a blunt.
It was not.
It was a blunt. How much weed was it?
Man.
If it's a blunt,
it was a blunt.
And was it a girl or a guy?
What?
What are you talking about, Nyla?
What are you talking with Nyla? What type of niggas you think we are?
Why would I? What?
I'm talking about beating the shit out of somebody.
No. I didn't realize that he beat somebody up because they stole weed. I thought you guys were hypothetically speaking.
No, that was
I didn't
real.
know this was a real thing.
No.
Things happen. You know what I'm saying? You just snip it.
I'm like, wait.
I tell you something else too. That Whoopi Goldberg thing, boy. That Whoopi Goldberg shit done made me forgot what Joe Rogan. What they even mad about Rogan for? I forgot. What was they mad about Rogan for?
What was he? Oh, vaccine.
What was it?
Misinformation.
He was about the vaccine.
Oh, that's stupid. And I'm gonna tell you why that's silly. If they're mad at Joe Rogan for having doctors on that spread misinformation, then why they not mad at CNN, MSNBC,
I know, right?
Fox News, and every other platform who had doctors on that spread information? All of these doctors that people look up to, the Faucis, the Sanjay Guptas, they all at one point have spread what we could call misinformation on these networks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, what those doctors said on Joe Rogan might turn out to be true in a month or so. We don't know.
We don't know.
But the only difference between them and Rogan and them and CNN is people just don't like Joe Rogan. That's what it really boils down to. And we need to start having those conversations, how some of this shit is just popularity contest. It's all about who you actually like in the moment.
For sure.
And I also wonder if a lot of these people that are coming at Joe Rogan have actually listened to Joe Rogan. I've been listening to Joe Rogan for a long time. You can't listen to clips of something taken out of context and come to a whole conclusion about a person. And I also think, I don't think people really even be listening. I really think they just be looking at reactions. I really feel that.
They want.
I really feel people just be looking at reactions. They look and see what everybody else is thinking.
Yeah.
And if everybody else has an opinion on something, then they say, you know what? Those people are right without actually going to listen for themselves. How many times have you actually heard something about something and then went to listen for yourself and realized that's not even what the motherfucker
they
said?
They wild out,
This shit is silly.
Really, they only go through the headlines. They read that headline, don't even listen to the shit at all.
At all.
Off the shit.
At all.
Well, people aren't really taught to be like individual thinkers anymore. Like group thinking is the norm now.
Group thinking is life. We're all social media is a whole platform of group thinking.
Well, I'm saying that's why people just be like, or people don't like this person. Or I don't like this person either. It's almost like natural to gravitate to that.
And don't even know why.
Yeah.
Have no idea why you really truly don't like a person. I have to really digest a lot of a person's shit to say I don't like that individual. And I really don't even come to that conclusion based off anything I see in entertainment. I come to that conclusion based off interactions.
Yeah.
Energy I've shared with a person. Because I know that once we get in front of these microphones, you know, some of it is performative.
Sunday's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm never, listen.
I get you in trouble too.
One thing you need to know about me, Leonard McKelvey, I'm going to always be on the side of the broadcaster for the most part. I'm going to always be on the side of the broadcaster. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand
anybody
freedom of speech. But I also understand that people aren't.
That one time though, I would disagree with you.
Which one? Tell me.
The Ari Lennox one.
I was on the side of the broadcaster. No, let me take that back. I wasn't on any side in that situation. But what I wasn't going to do is go after that brother.
Yeah.
You know why I wouldn't go after that brother, Mac G? Salute to Mac G. I wouldn't go after that brother because I was once him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So instead of canceling him, let me give him some counsel. You know what I mean?
That's respect.
Let me hit him up and build with him.
But definitely can't agree with how he went about that. He talked to her like they was homegirls or something. And he's a man. And like it was just too much.
Let's discuss it. I felt like if it's in the music, it's fair game.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with Mac G went wrong is that wasn't even her lyric. The lyric wasn't, it's somebody fucking you good. The lyric was if you love me, I'll fuck you good. That's the actual lyric in the song Pop. So number one, he had the lyric wrong. Misinformation.
Yeah.
Number two, even if you had the lyric right, to get into that conversation, you talk about the song first.
Yeah. Honestly, that part. That's the biggest issue. He didn't even bring it up. He just like, so somebody, that's like very inappropriate. Somebody fucking you good? Wait, what? I wouldn't cancel all interviews though. I think that was a bit extreme.
By the way, and it's not my place to tell that man whether he was right or wrong, because what I think doesn't matter. Ari thought it was wrong.
Right.
And that's all that it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? Ari thought it was wrong. Ari, that's who matters in that situation. Not the people on social media, not the listeners of your podcast. If the person you're talking to was offended, then you got to make that right. And I saw him. He was on Van's podcast, Higher Learning, with Rachel Lindsay, and he apologized and he gave a sincere apology. I'm not mad at that brother, man. And the reason I'm not mad at that brother, because I was once him. You know how much dumb shit I fucking said? Of course y'all do, because y'all remind me of it all the goddamn time. Okay?
Nah, there's a whole generation of people that are like, that want to be little minion Charlemagnes, and it's so sad to see. No, seriously, like I was interacting with some people and someone said some stupid ass shit, and then they looked at me because they know we're affiliated and was like, you could tell I really look up to Charlemagne because, you know, I'm like, nigga, that's not cool. Like,
that's what even salute to MacG and they call him just South African Charlemagne. They say that in South Africa. That's how he got on my radar a long time ago, because I guess he would be saying stuff and I would always get tagged in it. You know what I mean? Like, so this wasn't even my first time hearing of MacG. So it's like, for me, man, it's like, yo.
Hard questions are hard questions. Just know how to navigate it, though. He ain't navigated right. He probably could have asked it.
I feel like you can ask anything to people. It's just how you say it, tone. Like,
that's what make you a professional. You know what I'm saying?
But also, I was not. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, guys. I really don't. Like, it's not like I had a plan for this shit. But I didn't have a plan for it. You know what I mean? We was just having fun. We was all trying to survive. We was just, getting in front of these microphones and we were just living. By the way, Nala, you've been around us long enough to know.
Yeah.
It's us.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we can't help
Whatever version you getting us in front of these microphones is us.
Yes.
I really don't know how to be.
Now you really are a troll. It don't matter. 6 a.m., midnight, Christmas, fucking birthdays, meeting boyfriends, fucking, it could be anything. This nigga is gonna
with somebody, anything.
You just went through a breakup. Like, this nigga does not give a fuck. But that's not the point.
You can be crying.
But you
we're having a good time.
You can do that with people you know. Like, you could do that with people you know. You can't do that with niggas you don't know.
A lot of it is a defense mechanism for me, because sometimes I be uncomfortable. Like, certain, you be around certain energy and you see somebody going through something. If I see somebody crying, I'm like, oh shit, why they crying? So so you're
gonna make an inappropriate joke.
Just do, at least, I want them to laugh. Something, you know what I mean?
Not right now, man.
Yeah, if the timing be bad, man. Timing be bad, it does.
I mean, we did that to somebody, cry right in front of us, and we just laughed. Like, I hear that shit, bro.
Sometimes it helps.
Remember Duval started crying at the
Oh, Lord, that's Duval, though. Anybody got no mercy for Duval.
Yeah, ain't got no time.
Ain't got no time for that shit.
These niggas start crying. Like, what the fuck,
but by the way, we're all like that with each other.
Yeah, don't let me just cry.
I've had some traumatic experiences and broke down in front of them as grown men. Exactly. He know exactly what I'm talking about.
See that nigga cry?
That's bad. See that, and that's why men.
That shit ain't funny, man.
But that's why you gotta be easy. Watch who you cry in front of. Right now, Michael Jordan cried, and his face is all over the fucking world. How fucked up is that?
And I didn't cry for that. I was crying for a reason. I was crying for something somebody had did to me, man.
But still,
and I wasn't even crying. I wasn't crying. I was just hurt.
The thing is, when you and that is when you tell the story as to why you're sad, it don't be sounding like it's real. It sounds like you're trolling. Like, it sounds like you just made that shit up. It does.
Whose fault is that?
Yo,
that's my fault.
The guy who cried wolf all the time.
Yeah, like, that shit does not sound real. You'd be like this. That shit.
My life was crazy. What I'm supposed to say? My life is crazy. That's why some people's life turns into a movie. Because my shit was crazy. Yeah. That shit was insane.
Are you going to include that in the movie?
No.
You should.
I'm never telling that story.
You really should, though.
Never. No way, Jose. That shit was crazy. All right?
Oh, my God.
No, that shit was stupid.
Easy.
But whatever, man.
You added to the story and shit. That was new this morning.
No, it wasn't. I bet you Wax has heard all that.
That was a new addition. I ain't
bet
never
you
heard
Wax
you say
has
that.
heard all of that.
I know when you lying, because I know when you...
It has some extra stuff. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I heard the extra sauce.
Yeah, but you know the real story.
Come on, we gotta know the story.
No,
we gotta know the story. I can't do that.
Control.
Real story, stupid.
That's not the real story.
Real story, stupid.
It is the real story, but it had a little bit of sauce too.
Yeah, that's what. But it's always this is some new shit. that Tupac in the tub shit is new.
I ain't tell you that.
I never heard him say that.
No, I knew that though.
Oh, he said that.
You know, I'm saying
I know that this shit is really real.
I can't keep up with his lies. That's the problem.
That's not a lie.
I can't keep up with his lies.
He's the guy.
Yes, we can. They can speculate.
No, yeah, fuck that. Yeah, fuck them. Just know that, yeah.
Yes. Let's do some Asking Idiots, man. What woman? Oh, my God.
Out of control.
Once again, y'all keep treating me like I'm motherfucking Rafiki in The Lion King. Like I don't be on here telling you how this shit is going to go in life. That's the problem with having clairvoyance and having a sixth sense. I be seeing shit and the shit sounds crazy and silly until it actually happens.
Really out of control.
Headline. Woman opens up about being gang raped in the metaverse. Did we not have a whole discussion about Meta Me Too on this podcast weeks ago?
Yep.
Yeah, we did.
Told y'all
really
that shit was about to go down.
It's wild.
So when I tell you Wax gonna get his butt pinched in the metaverse, just know
Wax gonna be able to fight in the metaverse.
You gonna look stupid.
Man.
How? You in the metaverse?
I'm fighting the boxing. What are you talking about?
I haven't looked at the story, but I don't even understand how that's like possible because they don't have the body
Don't
suits
be a
out
virtual.
yet, right?
Don't be a virtual rape apologist.
No. I just don't. How did it happen?
Don't be a virtual rape apologist. Y'all already.
over here making up words.
No, because y'all already. And we was on talking about it today, and somebody was like, "Take the glasses. Just take the glasses off."
No. But isn't it supposed to be full body suits?
I heard.
I don't know.
That's how. Like I think that.
Feel everything.
But they didn't come out yet, so that's why I'm confused as to how did it happen if she don't even got a suit.
Wow, you sound like you asking her what were you wearing? Why were you wearing
that's
that?
not what. Wow, don't do that.
You
Don't-
are technically
No, I'm
because
not
you're like, why
saying
you have a
that.
suit on?
Technically,
Technically, you're trying to figure out what she was wearing to cause that to happen.
Because how do you get raped virtually? I'm not on there. I don't have the headsets. I don't know.
Listen, you can definitely get harassed on there virtually.
Yeah, you could definitely get harassed.
Because you can talk. It's people talking to
You
you.
can get harassed online. You can harass on the video games. People, we're used to that.
Remember what I told y'all? Y'all niggas going to jail.
Sheesh.
Okay? And it's
But
gonna
is it jail in real life or jail?
jail in real life? Because it's going to be like Minority Report where they lock you up for what you thought. In Minority Report, they used to lock you up for what you thought about doing. And if y'all thought that saying it's the thought that counts meant something before, wait until that shit happens. They're going to be locking people up for that shit, yo. They're going to be locking people up for... Think about if you're part of a hate group, right? You're somebody who hates the president, or you're somebody who hates a religious group, or you're somebody that hates a race. Imagine you and your cronies all together with y'all little avatars having meetings in the metaverse about the people y'all hate and the things y'all want to do to these people. You're going to jail.
That's Instagram. People doing all that. They got groups in
Yeah.
Facebook like
Oh, that's
crazy.
true.
Going to
Facebook is out
jail.
of control
That's
with that
true.
type of shit, man.
Like, don't fuck with cats.
What was
That was a
I
Facebook
don't fuck with cats?
Wasn't it started as a Facebook group? When they posted a video of somebody killing a cat, and then the Facebook group got mad and like they tracked him down, the guy who was killing cats. Then he like skinned the cat or something. All right, this has nothing to do with anything. All right, come on, ask the idiot.
Ask an idiot. Yes. What we got, Taylor? Oh, I like this one. Go back up. Said JR. I don't know the fuck. Yeah, said JR91 says, do you guys realize your New York bias when it comes to Jay-Z versus Lil Wayne in the verses? I am from South Carolina, sir. Nyla is from Germany.
I'm from Jersey.
Yo.
Okay?
Yes. Literally.
Wax is from Jersey.
I am.
None of us are from New York.
Well, I'm not from.
I could
but-
say that I was just more relatable to Hov. That's why. That's who I go after. I go to more relatable people.
I give Lil Wayne his props all the
day.
time.
All
Lil
day.
Wayne is a whole
Monster.
legend.
Yes.
And we really don't even have discussions about Wayne the way that we should.
Yeah.
You know, because we always look at him as an MC, but Lil Wayne has done something that I admire. And I always say, to me, this is a testament to your greatness. When you're truly great, when you're truly a legend, how many other legends can you breed? He gave us Nicki Minaj.
Yep.
He gave us Drake. Tiger had a good run too. Tiger's still a star, but when you give the game two superstars, forget superstars, because the word superstar just means like popular. When you give them two legends, two cultural musical icons,
For sure.
to me, it puts you on a different level.
Yeah.
So to me, Wayne has done things that a lot of guys that we consider great, a lot of guys that we consider GOATs haven't done.
Yeah.
With that said, I respect Wayne on in a lot of ways. He just ain't fucking with Hov when it comes to music.
And Hov also has J. Cole.
And Lil Wayne also has
Kanye.
Jay-Z lyrics tattooed on him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
Like-
he said, and Rihanna.
No, Kanye.
Oh, Kanye.
I mean, you got to give Kanye.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Jay gets credit for Kanye, but you still got to give that to Dame. But I mean, Jay has a lot of people. Jay got Memphis Bleak. Jay got Beanie Siegel. Jay got, you can put Kanye under there. You could put J. Cole, Rihanna.
Cole, Rihanna, and Kanye, though, top 3 that really hit.
And those are super superstars.
Yeah.
That's the same reason I rank Ye so high. Ye gave us a lot of stars. Ye gave us Cudi, Big Sean, John Legend.
Travis.
He resurrected Common. He resurrected Pusha T. Well, he didn't resurrect Pusha T. He introduced Pusha T as a solo artist.
Yeah.
Like, you got to give Kanye a lot of credit. You know what I mean? But when we talking about that versus 20 for 20, I just don't think Lil Wayne has a 20.
Those just not the
that
two
can
I
fuck
want
with
to see
Hov.
together.
No,
though.
that's not the one. I think
Yeah,
I think Lil Wayne and T.I. is the one. And I think y'all need to stop fronting on Clifford Harris as well.
We're not fronting on him. I mean, I like not Lil Wayne though. I think Lil Wayne.
I don't think Lil Wayne either. I
don't
like
think
T.I.,
Lil
but
Wayne
I don't know.
T.I.?
T.I. got some dope shit. I like a whole lot of
T.I.'s in my top
shit.
7.
Damn, who would be good with
But
T.I.?
Lil Wayne is like really up there with.
I don't think Wayne got songs as good as T.I. 20 records.
I'm not trying to hear Wayne versus T.I. either.
Mm-mm.
Y'all sleep on
I don't
T.I.
know
That's
who
why
goes with
I really
T.I.
need T.I. to do a verse.
Nah, you bugging.
T.I. be dope with who would T.I.?
Who's in that
He dope as
era?
hell. Yeah, T.I.
That's
dope.
that era was
Ludacris.
T.I., Wayne, and Jeezy.
Jeezy, Ludacris,
T.I., Ludacris, Nelly.
T.I. Ludacris.
Nelly.
T.I. Luda would have been good. T.I. would have won that one too.
Yeah.
Y'all really sleep on
you
T.I.
bugging.
Yo,
Listen,
he's loyal.
Charlotte kind of
I
bugging.
he's loyal.
Listen, I'm just gonna name some songs from T.I. Live Your Life with Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever You Like.
Whatever you like is good.
Dead and Gone with Justin Timberlake.
You're not even naming the good ones.
I haven't. That's my point. I haven't got to that.
Rubber Band Man.
Think about.
Like, you
that's
naming
my
like
point.
the bullshit radio.
Keep
joints.
going. That's my point.
Yeah, no,
I ain't
T.I.'s
even
great.
got to bring them out yet.
T.I.
I ain't even got
Wow.
the Rubber Band Man.
Yeah.
I ain't even got the ASAP yet. I ain't even got the What You Know About That. I ain't even got the You Might See Me in the Street, but nigga, you don't know me.
I
Why
see.
y'all playing with him?
Would you do T.I. and Hov?
I'm not gay.
No, I'm not. Wait,
Why would I do either one of those men?
Well, would you like them?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Would you want
I
them
don't
to
know
go
who T.I. would go against.
Would you ever say T.I. and Jay?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. There's nobody T.I. can't go against in the verses. Y'all are fronting. Y'all are acting like T.I. Y'all acting like
I'm just saying, like, what I want to see or what I'd be excited to hear. I'm not excited to see T.I. and Jay. I'm not excited to see T.I.
we ain't
and
even
Wayne.
doing the hood shit like motivation.
Nah, he got some.
We ain't doing the hood shit like stand up.
But who's a
We ain't even
good
get to
opponent?
that.
Trap music is retarded.
Who's a good opponent? It ain't Wayne.
I listen to the whole trap music. Like, this shit is fire.
Trap music was classic.
Yeah.
Look what I got. Those are album cuts.
I think it would have been him and Jeezy, honestly.
That would have been fire.
I think
That
it
would
should
have
have
been great.
T.I. and
That would have
Jeezy.
been a great one. That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
I'm just telling y'all, people be talking about T.I. like T.I. don't have bona fide smashes, bro.
T.I.'s respected.
Like-
I don't know why you think
like-
he's not.
From I'm Serious is a great album. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't bring that into this equation. You know what I mean? There's records on I'm Serious that I love, like Dope Boys in the Trap, Still Ain't Forgave Myself. Tell Me What's Your Name? Busy Papa #1, shit like that. But let's start with trap music. From trap music to Urban Legend, to King,
Oh,
to Paper Trail. Why are y'all playing with T.I.?
he forgot about Let's Get Away.
Hey, let's get away. Yeah, get a room on the other side of town. Hey, baby, I've been thinking of you. Why y'all playing with Tim, man? I am sick of this T.I. disrespect. I hate
that
it.
was a good
Yeah, he
one.
got some fire.
The
Yeah,
T.I.
he got
disrespect is
fire.
maddening to me.
There's a trap music. That whole shit was just.
That's what we grew up on.
Who would it be?
Man,
I don't know.
and man-
I think Jeezy. It should have been T.I. and Jeezy.
T.I. and Jeezy would have been great, but they too good of friends.
T.I. and 50.
T.I. and 50. I was just about to say that.
Oh, but 50 don't.
50 got some. Come on.
I don't know. I think that T.I.
50
would
fucked
win.
me up too.
I think T.I. would win.
I think T.I. would win that.
I do.
50 got some nice shit.
It would be listen. That's why when that conversation was happening and people was acting like it wouldn't even be close. I'm like, yo, are y'all crazy?
I think the first 10 T.I. 50 would be really intense. Like, ooh, but because it's 20.
50, but 50 got some shit though, because you got to think about all the stuff 50 wrote. So 50 gonna bring in all them game records that he wrote.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them shit he wrote, like, you know, So Seductive, he on them hooks, them Lloyd Banker.
Yeah.
Like 50's on a lot of shit. That would be a great, great
That is a good
versus.
one.
That's a good one, yo.
But another thing that's dope about T.I.'s music is aged very well.
I listen to that right now.
50s too though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still hear PIMP and get excited. You still hear Winston and get excited. It brings you back in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got T.I.
But can these young kids right now listen to it and still rock with it?
Hell yeah.
Like
50 Cent, for millennials, 50 Cent is the rapper that put him into rap.
People think I be tripping when I got T.I. in my top 5, top 6. I got a top 7 favorite rappers of all time. It's Ghostface Killer, Nasir Jones, Scarface, Jay-Z, Jeezy, T.I., and Killer Mike.
I would still like a Nas one.
A Nas with verses?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I know
I ain't mad at that.
Nobody wants to do that.
How do you feel about Busta and Eminem?
Busta will wash Eminem.
That's just gonna be a lot of
All
energy.
you Eminem stands, Eminem stands hate me online.
Nah, Busta different.
That's gonna be a lot of energy.
Busta Rhymes would wash.
But do you think it's
Marshall
all
Mathers.
about performance? Because
I don't think
Eminem clearly has the bigger record.
Busta shit different, bro.
Eminem, let me
Well, I think the demo matters too.
No, that's pretty much like the same era for the most part. That's pretty much the same era for the most part.
Yeah,
that's the same era.
Yeah, but I think by default, if it's the Common versus demo, they're gonna be Team Busta.
The Common versus demo. What do you mean?
Yeah, like Eminem's massive and has so much success because he's a white rapper, including the white fans that he has. I don't know if mad white people are tuning in to Versus.
But that ain't what Versus is about. Versus is cultural, and that's what people need to realize. Versus is all cultural.
It's us.
That's why Luda could beat a Nelly in a Versus. You know what I'm saying? Because Luda got cultural records that he was playing against Nelly's big pop hits that meant more to culture. You know what I mean? And I love Nelly's joints, but Nelly is a big mainstream artist. Don't get me wrong, Luda had super success too. But when Luda plays shit like, ho, ho, use a ho, that's our shit. That's cultural shit that Nelly might not have nothing for. You know what I mean? No, Eminem is one of the greatest rappers ever. Most successful rapper ever by far, whether it's skin color or not, who gives a fuck. Most successful rapper. But man, Busta Rhymes versus Eminem, stop. Stop. Name the 20 Eminem songs he gonna play against Busta.
I mean, I think when it gets to 20, Busta's gonna have a hard time.
How? Busta Rhymes has been around since Leaders of the New School?
Yeah, but
Busta Rhymes,
but 20 hits though. Like he has good songs, but 20 hits?
Yes.
Just name them. You name T.I.'s easy.
Well, I had to Google
a few.
But we don't even gotta go. Let's start with Scenario.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with Scenario. Let's start with Tribe Called Quest. Oh my God. Let's go back to things like features like Flavor in Your Ear remix.
That is a good
You know
one.
what I'm saying? Let's go back to stuff like that. Like
S3.
we ain't even got to him as a solo artist yet. Before we get to the features.
Him and motherfucking Rick James shit's fire.
Huh?
Busta and Rick James got one?
Yeah, Busta and Rick James got a fucking song. It's fire.
Certain people you can't play with. And I think
it's gonna be more impactful than like an Eminem Rihanna joint.
What Eminem Rihanna joint?
Love
Nobody
the
want to
Way
hear
You
that shit in the
Lie.
verse.
I'm not turning up to that though.
Motherfuckers be putting bloody knives in the comments.
Yeah. And like Stan, I was thinking too, like Stan's one of his biggest records. Nobody's turning up to that either. But he does have ones I like. Like I like the D12 one. These chicks don't even know the name of my band. Like he has one. Please stand up.
Busta, man. Give me another one. Give me another one.
What the hell is this?
What?
Yo.
What? Oh, I like this. Positive Peterson says, does Wax like to have his ass treated like a harmonica as it is portrayed by Charlotte?
He loves it, actually.
Whoever said that?
Remember, in the metaverse, everybody's supposed to be pinching your ass.
Oh, what's a harmonica? Is it something you blow?
Yeah.
It is, actually.
So what pinching got to do with blowing?
I don't know. Let's ask Carla.
It don't matter what niggas gonna do with that ass. Don't worry about what niggas doing with that ass in the metaverse. Okay, in the metaverse, that ass don't belong to you no more, okay? All right? That metaverse ass gonna be different for you, Wax. Niggas can't wait. As soon as you make your avatar.
It's already made.
Really?
Hell yeah, my shit dope too.
What's the name?
It's gonna be Wax King.
Oh yeah. It's on now.
Don't
What
touch
the
my
heck?
shit, yo. Don't touch my shit.
I gotta go meet this realtor.
Now we gonna do one more. We out. Okay. Let's end with this. Nick Dominique says, how do you know when it's time to stop the side hustle and go all in on the dream?
Do it today. Yeah, you got to follow your heart.
I say
you might be broke. You might be struggling.
I'm waiting for more. That's
yeah.
You might be broke. You might be struggling. But I feel like the more you do what's best for you, like what's in your heart, it all comes to you. Like as soon as I started, I mean, I'm young, whatever, but I'm going on a great track. But as soon as I started doing things that I wanted, even if it was a pay cut, like I remember I worked for free instead of taking a job that was going to pay me like $90,000. But I did that, and now I'm wake up and I'm happy with what I'm doing. Like when you're doing shit that doesn't make you happy just to get by, or just to maintain the life you think you need to maintain, you're really miserable. But when you do things that make you happy, like everything else comes. Like people, you meet people that make you happy.
Yeah, side hustle usually be the thing that you like.
Yeah, do it today.
You know the thing about dreams, and I got a chapter in my first book called "Fuck Your Dreams If It's Not Your Dream," and that's basically saying like, we see things working for other people. And so we embrace it and we act like it's our dream, but it's really not. It's something that somebody else is doing. The thing about your dream, like the thing that, really changes your life is that thing nobody can change your mind on. You know what I'm saying? That thing that nobody can understand why you love it so much, and it's not for them to understand.
On you all he wants to. You ain't going nowhere.
What?
What happened?
I said that out loud.
Nah, you're getting on my fucking nerves.
No, I'm just saying.
It's like that thing that nobody can take from you. That thing that nobody can discourage you from. Like that thing that you get up every day and you would do it for free if you had to. Like that's the dream that's going to ultimately change your life.
How did you just flip that into terrible relationship advice?
How's that terrible relationship
just outdone
advice?
yourself.
I wasn't advice. I was just saying like all these girls knowing that the man cheating on them, but they not going to leave them no matter what they say.
That's not true. They ain't got nothing to do with the dream. Leave that nigga, boo.
But now he nervous.
Leave that nigga, boo.
Yeah, but she don't care about what their friends say. They still be there. It's like, oh, he talking about she gonna leave next year. Next week you gonna see them together.
You know what? It's something to that. You got to be stupid. You really do got to be stupid about your dream. No, for real. You got to be stupid about your dream.
But guess what? I bet you during holiday time she gonna be there with the kids, grandkids, and they're gonna grow old together. Maybe because of that. And the girl who say, I'm not taking that with nothing, might not be having great holidays.
Let me expound on Wax Point. You might have a dude, right? And he might not be shit for that time, but you see something in him. You see he got potential. You know he's not a bad dude. He just needs to grow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And you might stick it out with him. And that guy might end up being the evolved human that you always wanted him to be. I know
or
that
he
was
might
me.
not.
Listen, I know I'm a reform fuck boy.
A lot of niggas do not grow up though.
Well, I know I'm a reform fuck boy.
I know I am.
I am a reform fuck boy. I was a fuck boy. When I think about the shit that I used to do and the shit that, man, I was a fuck boy. And I know Wax was a fuck boy.
No, but you know what? I can't really say a fuck boy.
You was a fuck boy.
No, Wax, you're doing
great. We were
great.
fuck boys, Wax. Admit it. We were fuck boys. Stop.
You know why I can say that? Because I never lied.
That's a lie. That is the lie that he always tells. And I knew he was going to say that. That's the lie he always tells.
No, why he make that face? He turns to the
I always told the truth. I had to lie to somebody. You don't think nobody knew who the fuck I was?
Why he turns to the side like that?
Know how I know I couldn't lie? Because as soon as he see me with anybody, he right away say, you know here, ho.
You know why?
That's true. You do
snitch.
You know why?
Because when I got out of my fuckboy phase and I was growing and evolving, I was not.
Yo, you be like forcing people to step to the level you are.
That's right. That's right.
He like, yeah.
That's right.
You get mad at me for having fun. Like, yo, you would have been there.
But he's also younger than you, so you don't gotta.
Not by much.
Enough.
I taught his ass that time he called me, thinking I'm gonna have to be his wingman.
That was fucked up.
Thinking I'm gonna be his wingman. Yo, I got this girl in the room, yo. Like, text me, I got this girl in the room. I need to get her out. I'm gonna call you and act like we gotta go somewhere.
You got me.
All right.
Great.
All right. Because you know why? I answered the phone. And I thought about lying. And God said to me, you told me you want to change. No, God said to me, God said, you told me you wanted to change. God told me you wanted to do better.
So you had to make him do it?
That's right.
He know he's supposed to call
I said, that's a lie. Stop doing that to that girl that you with. That girl deserves better.
I'm like, yo, we supposed to leave now?
Yes.
That is so terrible.
Speakerphone.
That is so bad.
I'm like, we don't.
Come on, let's go.
I'm like, we don't have to go anywhere. You need to do better. All right? Young lady, if you can hear me, you should want more for yourself. All right?
Damn, Charlotte. Gotta go.
Damn, son.
I had to call somebody else.
No, but you are funny about that. Like once you evolve past something, your tolerance for others around you be like
unbelievable.
You be mad at us. I be like, damn nigga, you're on that path right now, not me. I'm
not judgmental with it.
I'm just not judgmental, but you're like you apply pressure.
Those are boundaries. You have to set. Here's the thing: you got to set boundaries with people you love.
You help me with the cheating shit. That's why one of the reasons I don't cheat.
That's what I'm saying.
So good. You're doing great, man.
Yeah. I'm amazing now.
But you got to set boundaries with people you love if you really love them. Because if you love people and you value the relationship, you don't cut people off. You don't push people away. You set boundaries so y'all all know how to navigate with each other. We all got rules and regulations with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to learn that about the people in your life. Like, that's all.
If you don't say nothing to them, you don't give a fuck about them. You just allow me to,
there you go.
Y'all allow me to do crack or start drinking a lot of liquor and stuff like that and don't come check on me and curse me out.
That's right.
Shut the fuck up. Like, you doing some dumb shit.
And we be complaining about you behind your back, gossiping about you behind your back. We don't care about you if that's the case. At all.
If you got that nagging friend that always tell you about yourself and you know it's wrong, that's the one I really care about.
Salute to Dr. Nadra Tawab. We about to get out of here, but salute to Dr. Nadra. She's going to be on Breakfast Club soon, but she has a book called Setting Boundaries, Finding Peace. Actually, where's my book bag at? My book bag over here? Hand me that book. Hand me the bag. I want y'all to get this. This is a very important book. There's 2 books that I recommend to everybody. It's the Unapologetic. You out NYLA? All right. Love you. Peace. See ya. You about to bounce right now, but this book right here. I always recommend The Unapologetic Guide to Black Mental Health by Dr. Rita Walker, and I recommend this book, Nadra Glover Tawab, Set Boundaries, Find Peace, A Guide to Reclaiming Yourself. This book is so incredible. She's not on Black Privilege Publishing. She's already a New York Times bestseller. I just think this book is so dope, and everybody needs to add it to their repertoire because we have to learn how to set boundaries in our motherfucking lives, all right? I got to go too. We got to go. We got another run to make. But as always, if you listen to this podcast, make sure y'all go to the Bully and the Beast live show this Saturday. Yes. Where's it at?
And Caveat in New York City.
Caveat at New York City, 7 p.m.
Yes.
Some limited tickets left.
Yes.
Limited tickets left. Go check out L'Oreal and Wax King and special guests this Saturday at the Caveat in New York City, 7 p.m. All right. As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you listen to this podcast and you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.